Camel and Mouse. A short story by Mawlana Jalal-ud-din RUMI is a translation, from Persian to English, of his one Masnavi. The verses of Rumi were translated into prose by Maryam Mafi in her book, The Book of Rumi. A merchant had been traveling all day long, and it was late afternoon when he arrived at the caravansary, completely exhausted. He dismounted his camel and vigilantly unloaded the burden it was carrying, but was careless when he tied the bridle to a post before walking inside the adjacent building to rest for the night. Soon afterward, the bridle loosened, and the camel began to walk away. A little desert mouse spotted the bridle, twisting like a snake, on the ground and quickly took it in her mouth, and ran in front of the large beast. The camel, who was bored, thought that the little mouse was entertaining, and decided not to whip his bridle out of her grip, allowing her to lead him on. The mouse was chuffed, believing that she was in charge of guiding the mighty camel, and began to feel proud of her unrivaled abilities. "What a great hero I am," she thought contentedly. "Just look at me pulling such a huge animal behind me." The camel noticed that pride was rising in the mouse's heart, but feigned ignorance, and allowed her to arrogantly continue pulling his bridle. "I'll let her enjoy her moment of splendor. Who knows what the future holds?" he said to himself philosophically. The pair continued their journey for some time until they arrived at a wide stream, which seemed like an endless river to the mouse. She climbed upon a mound of dirt to see if she could spot the opposite bank, but it was too far away to be visible. The camel was well aware of why the mouse was stalling, but pretended not to have noticed. "Hey, little mouse, why have you stopped?" he asked her smugly. "Don't be a halfway friend, let's get going," he urged her on. "My friend, the water is too deep and too fast. I'm afraid of drowning," she exclaimed helplessly. "Let me check it out," said the camel gallantly, as he stepped into the water. "You're such a twat, this water isn't deep at all. Look, it only comes up to my knees. This water may seem as insignificant as a small gathering of ants to you, but to me, it's as impassable as a row of ferocious dragons. Your knee and mine are quite different in height, can't you see?" she pleaded. "Perhaps you shouldn't have been so audacious, and had found another mouse, your own size to lead, instead of hoping to master the mighty camel," he exclaimed emphatically. I repent," repeated the mouse sincerely. "Help me cross this water, and I'll never let myself be ruled by my pride again." The camel felt pity for the little mouse. "Hurry up and climb onto my hump," he exclaimed sympathetically. "Crossing this stream is simple for me. In fact, I could carry hundreds like you in one crossing." And so the camel and the mouse continued their symbiotic companionship for the rest of their days together. Moral of the story: knowing your capabilities and limitations overcome the consequences of any misfortune.